class, before we start our lesson for today, I will give you an activity. I will give you scrambled words and you will guess what those words are. Are you guys ready? So let's begin.
Go.
These are the words.
Go.
Does any one of you know what these words are? So, the answer for number 1 is simile. Number 2 is metaphor. Number 3 is personification. And number 4 is hyperbole. So this is our topic for today. And these words are types of figure of speech. Figure of speech are words or phrase that possesses separate meanings to its initial definition. It often is used in writing poems and sometimes in writing stories.
Okay class, let us now discuss about simile. Simile is a figure of speech that directly compares two things. It highlights the similarities with the use of the word as or like. Let us have our first example. Her lips is as red as an apple. In this sentence, the two things compared, lips and apple. Why are they compared? Because they shared the same characteristics, which is their color, and to directly compare them, the word as was used. Okay, let us have our second example. Angela, can you please read our second example? Okay, thank you, Angela. Mary's smile is as bright as the sunshine. Why is it an example of simile? Because it compares two things, Mary's smile and sunshine. And it used the word as. As you can see, instead of using Mary's smile is bright, it makes it more appealing by comparing it with another thing or object. Okay, for the last example, anyone who wants to read the last example? Okay, Kim? Okay, thank you, Kim. My grandmother's dresser smells like a rose garden. This is an example of simile because, again, it compares two different things, grandmother's dresser and rose garden. And using the word like makes it more interesting than just saying, my grandmother's dresser smells good. Okay class, I hope everyone understands what simile is. So, anyone from the class who wants to give an example of simile? Anyone? Okay, Gerald. Thank you, Gerald. So, Gerald's example is your teeth are like stars. There is two comparison, the teeth and the stars. And it uses the word like. Very good, Gerald. Okay, let us now discuss about metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech that directly compares two things, but doesn't use the word like or as. Again, without the use of like or as. Simile uses like or as, while metaphor is not using like or as. But this is also a comparison between two unlike objects. Okay, let's have a few examples. Maria's eyes were fireflies. In this example, Maria's eyes was compared to the fireflies to give emphasis to her bright eyes. Metaphor can be simile by adding the word like or as. In this example, we can change it to Maria's eyes are like fireflies. Again, class, keep in mind that simile uses the word like or as, while metaphor don't. Okay, class, let's have another example. The stars are sparkling diamonds. In this example, stars are compared to sparkling diamonds without the use of like or as. And since stars also sparkle or shine. Okay, for the last example, Bea, please read the last example. Okay, thank you so much, Bea. In this example, the snow is a white blanket. The snow is compared to white blanket without using as or like. Since snow is also white and it also covers things. Okay, so class, do you understand what metaphor is? Okay, so anyone from the class who wants to give an example of metaphor? Anyone? Okay, Julia. Okay, thank you so much, Julia. Time is money. Time is compared to money. Okay, without using like or as. Of course, we know that time is not literally money. However, it describes how valuable time is, as it comparing it to money, which is of course we know that is very valuable. Okay, very good, Julia. So, okay, class. Again, what are the first two figures of speech? Simile and metaphor. Very good. So, now, let's move on to the third figures of speech.
Personification. It is a figure of speech that gives human qualities to animals or inanimate objects in writing, or a figure intended to represent an abstract quality. For examples, lighting dance across the sky. Lighting is a spark that we can see dance across the sky. The diary whispers the tales of her past. Diary is represent a thing. That pizza is calling my name. Or the boy wants to eat pizza. These are all the example of personification.
Hyperbole is the use of exaggerated statements or claims. It also emphasizes, evokes strong feelings, and creates impressions. As a figure of speech, it is usually not meant to be taken literally. For example, I'm so hungry, I could eat a horse. No one can eat a whole horse, right? So in this sentence, I use exaggerated statements to emphasize a point and to make something sound much bigger and more persuasive. Example, number 2. She's as old as the hills. And the last one, I died of embarrassment.